Roy Lee. Uncertainty is certainly more beautiful still. Uncertainty is certainly more beautiful still. Roy Lee.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Do you believe in fate? Are you that kind of person that will consult fortune teller or tarot cards before making any major life decisions? I was, but I'm not anymore. That's the story that I want to share with you today. A story about how I regained full control of my life. 2 years ago, I visited my friend and I met an old man in his house. He was about 60 and claimed that he could foresee others' future. He invited me to his place and promised that he will offer his service for free. I accepted his invitation, of course. Who is not interested in his own future, especially when it's free? So I went to his place. He brewed some tea, and I told her the exact time when I was born. He closed his eyes and started to calculate it. Moments later, he whispered, no good, no good. I was so nervous, I could only stare at him. I waited what he might say later. But the only thing I got was that silence. Until a few minutes later, he uttered some words. You have a miserable life. Your life will be miserable for the next 13 years. All the things that you try shall not succeed. Only great misfortunes will be yours. I was totally frightened by the words that he said. So I kept asking him, what should I do? Is there any possible way for me to evade all these misfortunes? He closed his eyes and calculated again. And then offered an acceptable answer. There's only one way. You need to go to the temple and be a monk until you are 14 years old. By that time, you can go out and great chances will be yours. Monk. I could remember nothing later said on that evening. The only thing that in my head was I had to be a monk until I was 40 years old. Monk, 40 years old? From 27 to 40, that was the golden age of my life. I should be earning money, going around the world, find my dream mate, and start a great family. But now someone is telling me I have to be a monk? Me? Monk? No! As I got home, it was about midnight. I was preparing my graduate school entrance examination back then. But his words certainly crushed my confidence. I couldn't fall asleep, let alone study. I dragged my tired body and soul to the living room, turning on the TV, sitting on the sofa, see if I can see some comforts over there. To my great surprise, I defined the solution to my miserable fate on television. What's that? HBO, your home movie theater. It was playing a movie called Paycheck. In that movie, a scientist invented a machine that could predict the future. But later on, he decided to destroy it himself. Why? I'm not going to deprive you the pleasure of watching that movie by telling you the plot. But there were some lines that truly blew my mind. They went, knowing future would eliminate all the other possibilities. It may seem great in the very beginning because you got such a great sense of security. But if there's no other possibility, there's no hope. And hope is the only thing humankind can truly rely on. Yes! Hope is the only thing humankind can truly rely on. Those little hobbies in Lord of the Rings, they decided to take their ring and toast to the mountain dune. Fight against the evil sword because they have hope. Americans, They have hopes they believe they can change and made their 41st presidential election a milestone in history. And we believe we have hopes. That's why even at this era, it seems like thousands of Pandora's boxes were opened. We never give up. We still look up. And hoping the next season will be another economic spring. So what happened to me next? I decided to throw away those monk curses. I studied very hard every day for 2 months. I passed my graduate school entrance examination, first place. And now I am a national university researcher who is going to present another accepted paper in Mexico this April. So, what do I really want to tell you? I'm not saying that being monk isn't good. I have lots of friends who are monks, and I like them. It's not for me. I'm not telling you that you should go and find the answers on HBO. Why? Because I may truly be monk if the movie was not Paycheck, but Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The message that I truly want to tell you is, as the Nobel Prize winner poet Wiswala Simbaskar put it, certainty is beautiful, but uncertainty is more beautiful still. Yes, uncertainty is certainly more beautiful still. Why? Because it's only within those uncertainties that we can find hopes. Find hopes and take action. That's what we need, not the desperation we get from some fortune tellers. Thank you.